Hey, what's this doing here?
Oh, so I'm so glad you asked. I just wanted to formally apologize to the video watchers for my socks in the previous two or so videos. And I've decided that I will only be wearing black socks now. And so I'm going to change them. I just wanted to let everybody
Do a fun transition.
Amazing.
I had an intro in mind. Cue start a beat.
It's the first of the month.
And that's exactly right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Wake up. It's the first of the month.
That's that me espresso.
When you're driving the car, me baby.
One of these days, we're gonna do this and it's gonna sound so good. We're gonna shit ourselves.
Unfortunately, that day doesn't seem to be today.
It's gonna sound so good. And we're gonna be like, whoa.
And then we'll start making out, grabbing boobs. I didn't know where to go from
Keep
there.
going.
No, I'm nervous.
Each other's. Yay! It's summer. So if you're watching this when it's coming out, which is gonna be on Friday, August 1st, then it's the first of the month.
Of the month. So, White Rabbit.
So happy White Rabbit Day, etc.
White Rabbit to you and yours.
Completely and utterly and simply, you need to blow some cinnamon into the doorway of your home and wish upon yourself
A lucky little white rabbit for you. And yours as well.
completely and utterly.
Totally. Welcome!
Come.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Hey!
Hi!
We've got okay. We've got so much covered today.
Yeah, we actually don't really have a list today.
Yeah, no lists, just
stories.
goss.
Just goss.
Just hot goss. And no, we're not talking about Kenny and Janae, although R.I.P. in peace. And we hope that Kenny gets what he deserves.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because he was the hottest in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, that's because you know I like a spicy white man.
What about Rob?
In the PPG, obviously Rob is in his own category. We have a calendar about him right here behind us. Oh, we need to change this because it's August.
Oh, I guess so.
Miguel's Gorge. Miguel's Gorge, I feel like I could like yuck it up. Wow.
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
Wowza. Mama. Hubby, wifey, Robbie, baby.
I don't like or care for Janae. I just want it to be known out there for you all. However, I am eating this shit up right now.
Yeah. You're eating this shit up like a fat little chubby, hungry little chubby fat boy.
Like a girl that likes to eat shit.
What did John Mulaney say when he's like, yes,
I'm a little fat girl.
I had my very own John Mulaney-like moment this week.
Okay.
And
let's
it was reminiscent
let's
of...
get right into it.
It was reminiscent of his prostate
My
exam,
nipples
actually.
are hard.
Okay, all right. So what we're not going to do...
Sorry.
Remember when you got mad at me last time for interrupting you?
Yeah, sorry. I just was feeling my nipples. Just trying to make them go away. All right.
Why?
You're right. Why?
And this episode is brought to you by Crispy's Big... Yo, we were looking at pictures that we were taking at the beach the other day, and Crispy goes, did you notice that the majority of these all have my nipple out? And I go, no, what are you talking about? She shows me one. It is looking directly at me and my entire family.
She sees a pepperoni slice.
I go, oh, I did not notice that, actually. I was
Ready for nibbling.
I was too okay. What is this, Mario's Pizza?
What are we at, Waffle House? I got an order of pancakes coming right up for you.
Are the pancakes mine?
No, it's mine, but it's for you.
I thought you were the pepperonis. I'm confused.
I always call them either pepperonis or pancake nipples.
Oh.
Because sometimes pepperoni's a little too small. So I'm talking huge pepperoni slices.
Like the circumference
Like
of a
maybe
3-wick candle.
Maybe even a salami.
That's it.
And the babes love it.
Well, I didn't notice I didn't notice. I was just too busy looking at your beautiful smile and your sparkling eyes.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
My apologies for having not been able to have said something.
Yeah. I was pretty toe up that day.
You was toe up.
I was toe up.
I didn't drink. I drove us.
Yeah, but you got pretty toe up recently as well.
Unfortunately, yes, this is true. Unfortunately, the very Sunday following, I was in fact toe up. Let me run it back. Everybody get freaking cozy.
Take your hands off the wheel.
Yeah, close your eyes even.
Floor it.
Think of your favorite slur and find your happy place, because I'm about to tell you a little story.
Remember how last week we were talking about the things like we're really glad we never have to do? And she was like, she hadn't been like touched or like gotten any
I did say that, in fact. So.
Or gotten any like male attention or like
none,
anything like that. Well, that was like kind of our manifestation space, one might put it.
Yeah, it broke the curse even.
Following.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. A kiss was shared. Okay. That was it. We did not screw.
We did not screw.
It was just a kiss. So the weekend before the most recent. Well, 2 weekends before you're hearing this now, folks. Am I right? So let's backdate it to about the 19th of July. If we could
just about
completely and utterly specific. Crispy and I were touring apartments, and then we decided to day drink. And we did. And I had the best espresso martini of my life at Bar Flora. And then we went to 4100 to show face. And we had another drink. The bartender was very rude and not excited to converse with me at all. His loss, okay? And then we decided to shoot some billiards with some fellows.
As they say. You may notice through this episode that a common factor in all of these stories is drinking and alcohol.
And the effects, and the negative effects of consuming alcohol.
D.A.R.E.
I'm going to say the D.A.R.E. I like the girls that do drugs.
Hey!
There's a boot, bet the cigarette, goopy goo.
Hey!
And then I stop and buy drugs. Girls that like I meet this little fella, and I exchange my digits with him, phone number to be exact. And I say, hey, why don't you go ahead and join us for karaoke? Something I often do.
It's the perfect first date.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it a date. It's like an intro to how do you react and
pre-screwing, pre-dating.
Yeah, sure. For sure. And we did not screw. So
yes. Pre-screwed.
I screwed myself, actually.
And we'll get there.
Yeah. So buckle up. If you're buckled up in your car, unbuckle it. Close your eyes.
We don't want you comfortable.
And floor it. I need you focused the fuck up. It's the first of the month at You Espresso, okay? So Tuesday comes around, okay? Jason, toe up.
Jason, toe up. He was
funny.
Falling all over the place. He was so drunk.
Jason was experiencing the negative effects of alcohol.
And listen, I adore it when that happens to him. I really do.
He's funny.
Because he's funny.
Yeah.
He's funny. But he doesn't dabble so hard all the time, you know?
As often as we
may. As often as we may.
Experts. And how?
He's just like he is a heavyweight. It takes him a lot to get so drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, so when Jason consumes, he guzzles. Yeah.
It's going to take a lot to get that man down.
And he had a great time, and I loved it.
Yeah. And I love him. I have not a bad thing to say about that boy.
We had said... what? Ew, yuck! You took advantage of him?
No, I wasn't even close to saying that. I was going to say, I am obsessed with that young man.
Did you guys screw?
We've never screwed.
Oh, thank God.
Please, I am a virgin.
Okay, irregardlessly, spell virgin, you fucking bozo. What did we learn in sign language recently? We mentioned this on a previous. No, that's from the bear.
Yeah, but that means like, it's sign language.
No, it was from Ginny, Georgia. It was from Ginny in Georgia. Pedantic. Boom! It was the word pedantic, which was on your favorite vocab word
Yes.
list, and we recently.
What is it?
I don't remember. And you know what?
So then we did not learn it.
We learned it and then forgot.
And things can be unlearned. And that's a message to all of you boomers out there, all of you old people, and you can unlearn. It's not that hard. Just have a drink or two, or just go a few days.
When I run for presidente, that's going to be my campaign slogan.
Just have a drink or two.
You can unlearn, just have a drink or two.
And we've always said that.
Man of interest. Let's give him a name. Surfer.
Gabe.
No. He did not resemble Gabe. And the thing is, we know so many Gabes.
That's why I was doing
We
it.
know so many fucking Gabes. Like, whoever you think it is first, if you're
probably
hearing
not.
this, it's probably 3 other ones.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say. We're going
What's
to
the
call...
cat's name?
Ryder.
Okay, let's call him Ryder.
Yeah. Okay, so for privacy purposes, we're going to call the guy Ryder.
Spelled with an I.
Ryder shows up to karaoke on Tuesday. We have a great little night. He does fine.
Which is also a great start because,
Yeah.
like, sometimes when someone is invited, they do not show.
Yeah, and that is a really good point that you're making. And the point is that several times when I thought something was going somewhere with a guy, I would invite him to karaoke, and he did not show.
That actually happened to me as well. Remember that guy when your mother was here? That I was like, oh, he's the one. We went on one date and we ate in his car. It's like, I don't know, he's just perfect.
That was heartbreaking.
It
Yo.
was.
And you were doing 75 hard for the first time, too. Going on a date during some... Okay, we need an entire different episode about dating in LA.
Yeah.
Because, wow.
Yeah. That just, like, unlocked so many memories.
Dating in LA is like trying to buy eggs for less than $4 because you feel crazy for thinking that that ever could have been a possibility. And now everyone around you is like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You
Damn.
idiot.
You're so right.
And it's like, but I swear it could have happened once before. And everyone's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's $8 now.
Yeah.
So,
Say the same thing with coffee, even.
oh, God.
I remember when coffee used to be like $3. I could get a cold brew at
true.
at Starbucks for $3.95.
Yeah.
Any crap.
Thanks, Obama. So, he did fine. He wasn't, like, trying to steal the show. He was, like, letting me bubble around the club. Bubble up like a McDonald's Sprite. Yeah. I was bouncing around.
say.
That's what, yeah.
As the prophets had foretold.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I was, like, on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again type shit. I was, like, on my DJ Khaled shit because we the best. Yeah, and I, like, was rolling hella deep, so I felt like Adele, and he saw that, and he acknowledged, but not, like, in an uncomfortable way. He, like, respected that, like,
He loved
I was
the
a star.
confidence.
I was a star.
When we were at the bar 4100, if you've ever heard of the place,
Yeah.
Christine went up to hit a ball, and
Missed, of course.
We won't talk about it, and we do not have to go there. His little tall MAGA friend was like,
Yeah, ew.
was like, yo, she's so your type to him, and I was like, oh, she's your type, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, you like a short little blonde scrappy little girl,
Spunky
scrappy
bitch.
little skinny little girl.
You think
a pocket rocket, if you will.
Oh my God, fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was like, yeah, that's my type.
Yeah.
You were a pocket rocket.
I'm like a little golden retriever, but scary.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
Scrappy-Doo.
but like a wiener dog.
Even.
I'm a golden retriever wiener dog.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that what I would be if I was a dog?
I think you'd be like a little corgi.
My brother hates corgis because he's like, that's just an
Grow up.
internet dog.
Grow up.
What? You're so
No, that's the
millennial.
Shiba.
I'm like, that's what I've been telling him, bro. I'm like, you're so dumb because you're just getting them mixed up and you don't know your canines. That's embarrassing for you.
Learn.
I'm a corgi because I'm short and I have a cute little butt and I'm so smiling and everyone loves to see me. Duh.
He has to unlearn
Duh.
that.
He needs to unlearn and have a couple of drinks. Can I get a cheers? So, we do share a smooch. After I serenaded him to Boyfriend by Justin Bieber, thank you to the Magic 8 Ball for that suggestion. And I went to work the next day and it was fine. He did not sleep over or anything like that. We just did some kissing and we enjoyed it. We had kind of plans later that week, but fell through. But he decided he wanted to hang out with me on Sunday, the following. Did he pick me up? No, I did in fact Uber across the town.
How much did that cost?
Around 45 to 50.
Perfect. Just outside of our price range.
Yeah. Just like a soft 45 to 50.
That's like one coffee.
Literally.
And it's not like you didn't spend double that earlier in the day.
I don't want to talk about it.
We'll save that for another time when we have a episode about times we got scammed.
Yes. Yes. Okay, yeah, we've got we've got stories for show. Okay. So, I Uber on over there. I'm wearing a cute little outfit. I looked like a little casual, like, sexy pirate.
Her.
Arg and stuff. And
shit like that.
yeah, totes. Show the fuck up, and he gives me a little hug, and he's like, you look nice. Compliment right off the bat. I'm like, slay. Okay, thanks, Ryder. Long story short about this date, it was going quite well. He took me to a little speakeasy. Before we did that, he made me a drink, a little Moscow Mule. I'm not a big vodka girl, alas. I drank it. It was yummy. Pretty sure he finished the rest of it for me anyway. We go to the speakeasy. He knows the bartender. Find out the bartender's from Philly, and he's Irish. So I'm yucking it the fuck up with Mr. Bartender. He's a twin, and he is a delight. He loves me. Mm-hmm. Fucking duh.
Yeah.
You bring me out on a date, everyone's gonna love me, period, the end.
Yeah.
That's not even like an opinion. That's just a simple fact.
I think that's where you shine.
Thank you.
You shine on your first dates. And then after that, all downhill.
Why is that? I love first dates. I'm so good at them.
New.
I'm
It's
so
a
good at them,
beginning.
though. I'm like, I always have so much fun on a first date.
Yeah.
And then what? They're afraid?
They're like, she's too fun.
Period.
Like, I can never match how fun she is.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't even try.
Maybe they see so far ahead into the future because I'm so amazing and sparkly that they're like, it's not even worth it. The sun will explode. The Titanic's never not gonna sink.
Yeah.
I just can't I can't do this.
We're all gonna die anyway at some point. So
I'm gonna scream. They're like, what would you like to drink? And one of the sexiest things I would say that a man can do on a first date for me is not make me have to read a menu and get overwhelmed because my silly little silky smooth girl brain just can't handle it and I get really overwhelmed looking at menus. Talk that. So he goes, oh, this bartender makes great espresso martini. I'm like, okay, let's have that.
Yeah.
It was mid. Too much Baileys, too desserty.
Oh yeah, true. You did say this, and it was with tequila, Takiki.
And I really,
recall.
I really like an espresso martini tequila based, and I've had it so many times. This was like not the vibe. This was like, I just should have gotten a marg. So that was my second drink of the night. The first one was at his house, then an espresso martini for whatever reason. Then we split a pasta dish. Mushroom duck confit. It was delicious, okay? I'm a vegetarian, so maybe that had something to do with it. But whatever. And I don't usually eat duck ever.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever had.
I've never had duck.
I don't think that I've ever had it. Yeah. I think this might have been my first time having duck, in fact. Oh well. Had a little something in my tummy. On to drink number 3 of the night. Made by the bartender, a very strong margarita made into a Cadillac, a new term I learned, which is just extra more alcohol. We continue to have a delightful night. We're flirting. We're closing out dinner. We want to go play pool. My date says we're taking a shot. I said, oh, okay. So then there's another shot. So that's 3 drinks and a shot. And half a plate of pasta. And we walk to the pool table, and I am drunk all of the sudden. To be honest, I don't remember being that sauced until I was like standing up and playing pool and being like, I'm drunk. But I've had a glass of water and I'll have another. I'm typically very good at pacing my drinks with water in between, whatever. He decides at some point that it's time to go home. I don't remember why. Maybe it's because he's like, well, she's really drunk. But I wasn't like disrespecting anybody. I wasn't falling over anywhere, like actually. I wasn't.
So drunk, she was falling right all over the place.
I wasn't like ruining anything. I wasn't being rude. I was just like, that's a drunk girl, you know?
Yeah. Maybe I'll do a one-handed cartwheel, maybe I won't.
Exactly. If I ever hear anybody say that I can't do a one-handed cartwheel, don't make me fucking show you, because you're going to feel really silly. At some point, we're in his car. And something about me is when I'm drunk and I get into a car, I start to feel juicy. And that's when I know I might have to vom in his toy when we get home. Not something I planned on doing that evening.
Another thing you need to know about her, as well as the once she gets in a car, she gets juicy, is that she does not like vomiting. She is deathly afraid of it.
Yeah. So one of my biggest fears, vomiting. Another one would be tsunamis.
Which we did, in fact, experience.
Yeah.
Allegedly. You've really killed 2 birds with 1 stone this past week.
Yeah, literally. If you do recall a few episodes prior, I did, in fact, reveal that I had vomited due to an excess intake of alcohol on a karaoke night. That, factually, was the 3rd time I've ever vomited from alcohol. Ever.
And that was like 6 or 7 drinks.
Yeah?
There's no
Probably
way it
5.
was 4. There's no way it was like 3.5.
Mm-mm.
It had to be at least 2 extra.
No, that's true, because I had one here, a beer, 2 whiskey sours, a shot. So maybe something along the lines of like 3 drinks and a shot. And that's when I threw up. But I didn't have any pasta. On that ride back to his place, I'm like, he seems like he does not fuck with me anymore. What the flick? Did I say something offensive? What the flickin' heck? I'm trying to close my eyes. On the car ride home, I'm like holding my stomach and my eyes are closed. Because again, like I hate throwing up and I don't want to feel more nauseous, and being in the car is making me more nauseous. Pause. I don't know why we're in the car in the first place. I feel like it would have been way better to just give me a glass of water and go on a walk. Because why were we taking me home?
Or go to beach.
Or go to the beach. Bro, I don't know why. But it doesn't even matter. Arguing at this point, like, it doesn't matter. He's like, don't close your eyes, you're gonna get more sick. And I tell him, can you shut the fuck up? So maybe that's when I was a little bit rude.
I need us to remind you that she was not being offensive. She was not...
I need you to shut the fuck up right now. I says to him, and I tell him, I says right to his face, listen, I say, you need to shut the fuck up right now. That may have rubbed him the wrong way. I vomit the way, and here, and so, and how. And mind you, I vomit the way that you taught me to. And I'm not going to go into great detail on the pod, but it's the way that I never want to have to, but at least I had some sort of control. And so I went, okay, I'm going to be really brave. Right before I do up Chuck, I whine to him, and I think I may have been crying just a little bit at this point. I go, please text Crispy, I'm scared. He goes, okay, I will. Very good, very good. Because I didn't want you to think that, like, he was kidnapping me and that I was murdered. So I was like, good communication skills are number 1 priority, even when I'm skunked up, you know? That's a euphemism. Is that what a euphemism is?
I thought a euphemism was when they, like, put down a dog.
That's euthanasia.
Learn something new every day.
That's the young people over at that different continent, euthanasia. Knees on the ground, arms hugging the toilet. I give the go-ahead, text Crispy, I'm about to do my thing. I choreograph, a finger slipped right next to my uvula. Out comes some solid matter. I rock back to sit back onto my heels. And as I do so, I use that momentum to rock myself a little forward. And upon rocking myself a little forward, I do let out an audible fart. It was reminiscent of a New Year's Eve fruit roll-up looking horn. And in the way that a fart may startle a dog awake from his nap, I am startled that happened out loud, and I go, oh! Which then brings me...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Which then brings me forward into the second vomit. Right into the toilet.
First vomit is too much drinking. Second vomit, embarrassment.
Oh, by the way, he was in the bathroom. He could hear it. He could hear that he was standing right behind me. Yeah.
Two very terrible smells coming from you and your orifices.
I refuse to believe that it smelled bad. On top of that, I cannot handle that being a factor whatsoever.
Yeah.
And he seemed to be reaching a state of anger and frustration.
Why?
I don't know. I vaguely remember him asking on the ride home, like, something along the lines of, how did you get so fucked up of the 3 drinks? And I wanted to be like, I don't know, what did you fucking put in there, you monster? But, whatever. I don't know how. Either way, I already felt bad, okay? And throwing up was not something that I anticipated or wanted to do. It's not something I ever do at all.
Yeah.
Besides a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Besides, like, a couple months ago. He doesn't believe that, but that's neither here nor there, nor a secret third option, because it's not his business anymore, because we don't speak. Anyway, yeah, so he was mad at me, understandably so, and then he let me stay in his bed. He gave me half a glass of water after he got mad at me for saying that, no, I can't fall asleep on the bathroom. And I said, why not? And he was like, I have a roommate. And I'm like, somebody is a little bit sassy, it seems, okay? Let me pause. Did I ruin the whole night for him? According to him, yeah. Other than that, I was having a fabulous time. I thought we were having a great date. I didn't, it was a Sunday night. I don't know how long he wanted to stay out, but at that point it was like 9:30. And I had Ubered over there at like 5:30. So that's a full date, is it not? He has admitted to being a functioning alcoholic, among other things. He dropped out of high school. He used to sell drugs and got arrested and has spent time in jail. Once I asked if he had a deviated septum, he said, no, I just used to be a huge cokehead. He smokes a lot of cigarettes, something that I do not identify with as I have never done so in my life. Asked if I had a Snapchat, and he does not vote.
That's the kicker for me.
Is this a total...
The other ones I could look past.
Yeah. So is this a total loss? No, I guess not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I Ubered back home the next day. So Ubered there and back.
Which he, once texting me, told me he was going to be proceeding with driving her home in the morning.
Which he hadn't. I called him the next day and apologized, and he was not totally receptive. And he did use that as an opportunity to interrogate me again about my alcohol consumption. And I said, I, did not anticipate this, and blah, 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 blah. Sorry again. Sorry. That was embarrassing, blah, blah, blah. And I actually, really hate the amount that I did apologize, because that doesn't totally align with my values.
Yeah, you once said, I think, 2 years ago, that you were working on not apologizing for things you don't feel sorry about, and that has stuck with me.
Yeah?
Because now I don't apologize for things I don't feel sorry about.
And, you could feel a little bad. You could feel embarrassed. You could be like, okay, that's a mistake I made.
Yeah.
But some of these things are okay, people make mistakes, and people are human, and we make errors. Unless I'm, doing something that goes against, and this isn't, a joke anymore. If I had done something that goes against what I actually value.
Yeah.
Hurting somebody's feelings, or saying something mean, or maybe saying something or doing something rude, even if that person's like, oh my gosh, that didn't bother me, don't worry about it. If that doesn't, align with who I am as a person, I'm going to apologize.
Yeah.
Because I am sorry.
Yeah.
But if it's something I was late because traffic and whatever, and I left on time, I prepared everything, and, none of it was literally my fault, that's just why I was late. That's not something that, you need to be profusely apologizing for, because even if you took into account, traffic might happen and blah, 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 there could be something else that pops up that is just, none of your business.
Yeah.
So don't say sorry.
Yeah.
I don't like that I was, being I'm really sorry that I, embarrassed myself, because at the end of the day,
Well, at the end of the day, you were apologizing to yourself. truly.
Ada Todd, I was apologizing to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, he's no longer a part of the equation, so it's almost like you never apologize to him.
Because it never happened?
Because it never happened. No, not because it never happened, but because he doesn't exist to you anymore.
You don't exist to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's so short, he might as well not. I think he would have had a small wiener. Okay. So, but that was just the day after somebody else got a bit inebriated, if I say recall.
So then you should have maybe learned from my mistakes.
That sounds silly. Why would I do that? Dude, but what? How? How did I get that drunk?
Yeah, that's the age-old question, isn't it?
Because I've gotten less drunk off of more. I have.
Yeah.
Different drinks, though.
Yeah.
Completely and utterly.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
so tell us how your weekend went, buddy.
I had like a really, really, really good week with Jason.
Yeah.
Jason came to visit. It was Warped Tour weekend. So he came the weekend prior, and we had a phenomenal week doing some things. He hasn't been here in a while.
Starting with the beach and your nipple.
Yeah, and my big fat
And your
puffy
salami.
nipple.
Yeah. And then
And
Tuesday where he
then
was toe up.
Moving on to Tuesday where he was toe up, and we just like had an amazing time. And I did in fact move forward with and proceeding with ruining it completely on the last day, second to last day.
And
actually.
how?
And how? The thing is, back in October, Jason and I went to Vegas, and we went to the When We Were Young festival, which in my recent years is the only festival I've been to in a very long while. Only other festival I've gone to was Made in America in Philly, and I hated it. I only really stayed for one day.
Why?
Oh, it was just like...
Because it was in Philly?
It was just like the worst crowd ever. It was...
Oh.
I was just so anxious the whole time. Like, that made me decide that festivals weren't my thing. And then once I went to When We Were Young, festivals became really good to me again.
It was probably because it was in Philly.
Oh, yeah.
Philly is a sloppy city, bro.
Yeah, it's...
we have to go.
We
have to go together.
To go back. But yeah, so really all I am truly used to is a one-day festy. And I did not take that into account when moving forward with this 2-day festival we have coming up, Warped Tour.
Yeah.
So we do get a...
Were you embarrassed? Did you just
No.
get nervous?
No. We do get a good bit of drinks for our pre-game in the fridge
I saw it all go down.
the night before. Day of, wake up early. I'm getting absolutely glammed the fuck down.
Period.
We are so prepared. We have a little probiotic kombucha, hard, non-alcoholic, alcoholic kombucha. And then we move forward with bringing the kombuchas to our like walk on into the festival. Which Christine so graciously did drive us to, which was so sweet. So sweet. It was just a mere 5 minutes away, which was phenomenal for her and us. Jason and I do crack open our kombuchas in the car. We each have a nip.
nip?
Yeah, like a nip.
Like a sip? What's
Like one of those like shot bottles.
Those are called nips?
Yeah.
Since when?
She lets us out. We have to walk over to the festy. We're still drinking our kombuchas. We throw out the kombuchas. And now we're at the front of the festival, and we take our nip.
Oh, okay. Cute.
So cute. And then enter the festy. We're like, let's walk around just a teensy bit,
The festicle.
if you will. And then we'll grab our first drink. So that teensy little bit was about 2 minutes, and then we found ourselves at the drink place, if you will.
A bar, they call it.
No, it said drinks.
The drink place is what I meant to say.
So there we ordered an alcoholic mocktail, and it was a Ghost energy drink and 4 shots of vodka.
You're so stupid. Can you have a drink counter?
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to give a accurate number of what I consumed, but we will go through my Chase Bank statement. Thank you.
Okay.
I told him that I was going to be buying this first drink because he had bought the cocktails and such and shit like that from the alcohol store the night before.
How do you keep saying it like that?
Cocktails! Listen, honey.
It's giggling me.
We asked for an extra cup, and then we just, we share this one cocktail we got because we ordered it as a double so that it would come with 4 shots. So that way we were paying less for 2 drinks. Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Don't forget it. Finish that immediately. And then move on to grabbing beat boxes, of course.
Oh, no.
Because it's the biggest bang for your buck. The beat boxes and a tall boy White Claw, same price. Yeah, exactly. So why the fuck am I gonna spend $20 on a tall boy White Claw
Yeah.
when I could spend $20 on a 14% box of wine? We each grab one. Beat box each. We walk the grounds a wee bit.
You're already quite a few drinks in.
Yeah.
This is prior to noon. It's about noon, is it?
It's about noon 30. Maybe I did not buy that first round, but I did buy the second. And then the third and fourth and fifth and sixth and sixth. Okay. So, yeah. So then it gets a little spotty from here. We run into our girl, Betsy.
Betsy! Shout out Betsy. I was not there. I did have, in fact, FOMO, in fact.
Yeah. I adore her. She is my rock. We had a freaking blast. I met her boyfriend for the first time. It was phenom. Jason has stated before that he adores Betsy, so this was like perfect.
Yay!
Then is where I am kind of like at the point of like maybe once I finish my beatbox, I am running to the next drink tent to grab another. I know how to pace myself with normal drinks. However, I haven't had a beatbox night in quite a while.
In the timeline, it's around 2.
I have no clue. We go see my boyfriend Lil Huddy performing on stage All the Things I Hate About You, and this is the eulogy of you and me, which was just a dream to see. And
I'm sure
Jason said, yeah, that was like fun, but I hated his vocals. Yeah. And that was so valid because he was very pitchy.
Your boyfriend didn't like your boyfriend performing?
I know, right? That's ridiculous. I thought they'd get along. So then we move on to a band that Betsy suggests called Jutes. Do not remember the set. However, Jason does keep reminding me that they were really good, and I just keep nodding my head. So this is, once he hears this, it's going to be the first time I've told him that I do not remember that set. But I remember going. I remember seeing.
You were there.
I was there.
You were so there.
I was so there. And then I think at some point there, maybe right before there, we get another beatbox. At this point, it's like I'm running to the drink tents and then just coming back to Jason with one beatbox because I'm just like, and then I come back and we'd like split it, but he said that like I was really like hogging them. Like, I don't know if he would say that we were splitting them, but my intention was to be splitting them.
He said at one point you like got a drink and then like he turned around and then you had like downed it.
Like yeah, at like a vodka
insane speed. Yeah.
Once I get going, I cannot be stopped. That's one thing you should know about me. Once I get going, I cannot be stopped for true and real.
An object that stays in motion will keep doing that shit.
And that's on jaw.
Yeah.
Another occurrence happens after Jutes in which we go to food trucks and then I again go, I have to piss. You guys stay right here. I'll be right back. I sprint across the entire grounds, which I'm sure there was a closer bathroom, but that's the one I knew that I was going to be able to get to.
Because an object that stays in motion, it goes ahead and
I remembered that.
Yeah.
So I go straight over there, and on the way back, I get a White Claw because I'm like, you know what, I should slow down. I want to get another drink, but I shouldn't get another beatbox because I should slow down.
May I ask something?
Yeah.
At this point in the day, have you eaten...
Not a single thing.
So not a single thing to eat.
The only thing I had eaten on this day was 2 fried eggs that Jason made me in the morning with pickled red onions on top.
And that's why you're so skinny.
Yeah. And when they are at the food trucks, right before sprinting off to the bathroom, I tell Jason to get me French fries. And since Betsy was ordering from the vegan food truck, Jason was also going to order from the vegan food truck against his better judgment. He was like, you want me to get you French fries from the vegan food truck? And I go, don't get me French fries. And run. And he still gets a burger and fries. I think I have one bite of that and just a few fries.
Okay.
Once I return with my White Claw. And
From the long trip back from the bathroom.
yes, I the entire day was just a teensy bit anxious about some possible people I would be running into.
Ops.
Ops. One of them, one who we were really good friends with, and one that we were a little bit friends with, and then are no longer on speaking terms with at all at this time. And then one medium person that we don't really associate with. However, I did check in with him in the morning to see if he was in fact going to be attending, and he was, however, with this person that we are not on speaking terms with and no longer will ever be because we don't want to be. And so I said, okay, probably not going to see you today then. So once I was on that trip to the bathroom, I did in fact run into the person we are not on speaking terms with, and I did not want to run into. Really stressful moment for me at that time, being completely and utterly so drunk.
She was toe up.
I was toe up, and that interaction it felt like an eternity.
Probably felt like 8 hours.
Yeah.
But it was like you acknowledged each other, and then you went on your
And then
way.
I floored it.
Yeah.
I floored it into the portal potty, leaving him halfway through a sentence.
Portal potty.
Rescue my White Claw from the drink tent and return. Now I'm anxious.
Yeah.
Now I am anxious throughout the whole day, from what I remember, constantly looking around if I'm going to run. If I ran into that one person, there is such a chance I'm going to run into the other people that I really don't want to see.
Such a chance.
Such a chance. It's a small city. It's a small city. We have split off from Betsy. We go to see Jack Kays. We truly do enjoy Jack Kays. He kills it, as he does.
I saw Jack Kays. I wasn't there. I wasn't there at the, if I may. I wasn't there at the festival, but I went on a long hot girl walk to the beach, and then I climbed up a jungle gym at a playground that I found, and then I sat on top of the monkey bars, and I got to see Jack Kays perform. I felt like I was there for a little bit with hanging out with you guys.
Yeah. We had an unspoken bond at that moment, just like this. From then on, it becomes even more spotty than it was before. Our next victim is Black Bear. I was and you guys know this, so excited to see Black Bear. Never thought I was going to see him in concert. This was the perfect opportunity because I am not going to be paying for a concert to go and see Black Bear.
At all.
There's not a chance unless it is cheap. And there's a chance. We proceed to the stage we think he is going to be performing at. Not a lot of people there. Jason says that I say, oh, that's good. There's not a lot of people here. I kind of wasn't really expecting there to be a lot of people here at Black Bear, which is a crazy thing to say because he is a very big artist. Nobody is on stage yet. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm going to go run and grab a drink. You stay right here. Go run and grab a drink. Jason then tells me recently that I was gone for just about 10 minutes. There were 3 drink tents around there. Oh, actually, ran into Uli.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I ran into Uli at that time.
Dude, we do not shout out Uli enough.
We do not shout out
Uli
enough.
loves potty mouth.
He loves potty mouth. And it was a great experience to run into him. That's what ended up taking me so long, I believe.
I love this new addition to the story.
Yeah. I return, and I'm filling you in as I was filled in the day next. I get told that we're waiting there for about 10. You know, he's not coming on stage. We're waiting there for about 15, 20. Hey, he's like really late to the stage.
Yeah. Diva.
Jason very quickly downloads the Warped Tour app and checks. And it's at that moment where he realizes we are at the absolutely, completely, utterly wrong stage. I'm probably furious and not speaking. And we sprint to the correct stage.
You do
He's
what?
Done. Sprint.
Sprint.
He is done. His set is over. I can only imagine that what I looked like was, I looked like the Lich from Adventure Time, where I wanted the world to go down with me. After, I don't know how long, I turned to Jason and I go, I am not mad at you. I am not mad at you. I am mad at the situation. We are going to move past this. We are going to forget about it. There's nothing we can do. Unfortunate situation that occurred. I black out completely. So then after that, I black out completely. I seem to remember we ended up at the Mom Jeans stage. I remember bits of that. From there, went to A Day to Remember. Saw, I think, about 2 songs from there. And then we were supposed to go to the All American Rejects, which was the band that Jason was really excited to see. And instead of doing that, we went home. I was so drunk. I was falling all over the place. I was pulling him through the crowds with no care about anyone else
Sans
in
care.
my way. Which, what are you going to do about it? I wanted to get to the front.
Don't ask her to do a one-handed cartwheel for nobody.
Yeah. At that time, I turned to Jason and I said, I want to go home. And he was so happy to hear that. Because as much as he wanted to see the All-American Rejects, he also did not want to deal with the way I was being at that time, which was uncommunicative. Because I was incoherent. And, you know, when he noticed that, you know, when you first noticed that, passing 303, I decided that I wanted to see 303, even though I previously had told him we don't have to see 303 because I've seen them twice before.
Where?
When we were young.
Of course.
And so I do, in fact, pull him to see 303, and what he tells me he experienced was me standing and listening to them in front of an empty stage. And he comes to me and says, hey, you're in front of an empty stage.
What were you seeing there?
No fucking clue. I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Were they actually playing at that time?
Yeah.
Where?
Probably the stage to the next.
Completely different stage. You just heard it.
Completely different stage. I wish I had him on call right now. That was the first time he witnessed me hallucinating, as he put it. And then we are leaving to find an Uber, and we walk out of the stadium area arena street festival. Allegedly, in my eyes, Christine was there. And she was walking out with us.
What?
And he was like, come on, what are you waiting for? Like, we walk out the doors. He's like, what are you waiting for? And I was like, did you not see the person that walked out with me? We have to wait for them to come home with us. And he thinks I thought it was you that came out with us.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This is news to me.
We have to wait.
So in your fugue state.
In my fugue state, I am imagining a third sinister secret other person that was with us this whole time.
A third being.
I think
your other boyfriend.
I think that was Christina, and I at this time was Christelle.
Oh,
and
you saw Crispy like leave your body?
Yeah, probably. And I was Christelle. That is my terrible, evil, drunk alter ego who does not make it out a lot. However, she did make an appearance this past weekend. I take full responsibility for unlocking her.
And you know when she's here, her eyes are black.
Yeah. There is not a single thought behind those eyes. We are standing outside. He has said, hey, there's not a third person. I go, okay. And then I do, in fact, move forward with lying on the ground to take a nap while Jason is scrambling to order us an Uber. It's taking literally forever. So he contacts the imaginary third in this situation, which is Christine.
Hi.
The real one.
Hi, how you doing?
And contacts her to come and grab us. I don't know where in this moment, but I did take the water pack that I have and squirt it all over me.
Awesome.
I don't know if that was at that time or earlier, but I remember that before I got in the car, at some point, I wet myself completely.
Yeah.
Not with piss. We get in the car with Christine. Thank goodness. We had to walk all the way over to the nearest gas station, which was probably a fight for Jason to get me there. And thank you.
It was, dude, I could not have picked you up any closer.
Yeah, no, there was no way. There was no way. There was all blocked off.
Yeah. It was a parade of
yeah.
human people walking and stumbling like zombies.
Yeah, and so we get there, and I get in the car, and Christine offers me water, and what I was told is that I open the window, and I lean outside, and I pour the water all over myself. All over me and myself.
Yep. And what's funny to me is that we were moving. The car was moving. The vehicle was in motion at about 2 to 3 miles per hour. And you were out the window like this. Woo! Am I right? Woo! And I was giggling, bro. And I could tell she was so fucked up as soon as I saw her eyes. Her lashes, they go down in a way when she's in her fugue state, and it like creates this shadow of like kind of like these demonic eyes, but they're so funny, bro. They're so funny because she's smiling too, and she looks like this. As soon as I see that face, I am cackling.
Yeah.
Because I've met her before.
I think this situation would have been less horrible for Jason, and he would have had a more fun time if we did have a third person, if you were there, if it was like the three of us. But the fact that like he had to be the only one to handle me, and he was also fucked up.
Yeah.
It just like
made him not able to have fun.
Made him not able to have fun. I the next day was convinced that we did have a good time because I had a good time being blacked out, allegedly. But he did in fact tell me it was a very stressful situation for him, and to that, I am sorry.
That makes me feel bad now about my date, because now I'm like, why is he mad? We had a really good time. And now I'm like, well, is it because I just remember having a good time and I put him through a lot of stress?
Parallels.
Could be.
Parallels.
Could
You sped run my Warped Tour experience.
Yeah. I was like, I was really classy the whole night. Everyone loved me. I was bubbling around like a McDonald's motherfucking Sprite.
That's what I thought while
I was like, why does he have a stick up his ass? He doesn't even vote. Whatever. Like, meanwhile.
And then we get home, and I am told that I asked, why am I all wet? And that's also how you know I am fucked up, because this is a parallel to a situation we had about a year and a half ago, where we were driving back from a tailgate party, and I was at the stage of like nearly blacked out, and I still had a cup of my drink because why would I waste it? You know, I guess Christine hit a bump of sorts on the road.
Oh, so it's my fault.
No. Now let me get there. And I have no control over my body, and the drink does in fact spill all over me. And, you know, and that's just what I get for having an open container in the car.
Happens.
And then I tell her to pull over, and we stop, and...
You did not tell me
I
to
did
pull
not
over.
tell her to
You
pull.
said, pull over right now. No, I can't do that. I cannot continue the car ride this way. You need to pull over. And I said, okay.
And so
Right
I
away,
get
ma'am.
out of the car, take my pants off, and get right back in the car, and we proceed. And then, just about 10 minutes later, I go, where's my drink?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And in between pulling over and whatever that was, I rub my eye and my contact comes out. So now I have Emily Walker in the back seat, drunk as a skunked up, toe up skunk. Crispy in the passenger, sitting in a puddle, going, where's my drink? And I am driving home, maybe about 30 minutes at this point, with one contact in my eye. And I have severely impaired vision. I'll have you know.
It was not a good situation to be in. So luckily this time it was a better situation. We were only going like about 10.
I wore my glasses this time.
And that's because we learned from our mistakes.
And you knew.
And we learned from our mistakes.
And it's not because you wasted a drink that you were wet. You were cooling off.
was
You were
cooling
regulating.
Exactly. So Christine was having the best time with the state that I was in.
It was so funny.
Which does make me feel a little bit better.
I hope it does, bro, because it made me giggle.
And he knows this. And you should know this too. I do feel very terrible for my boyfriend. And so I allegedly go into the toilet area, some may call a bathroom, and I lean over the bathroom.
A potty, if you will.
A toy. I lean over the toy thinking I'm going to vom. Jason goes outside and comes back in. I am butt naked. Starfish on the bed. Knocked the fuck out. No way. I woke up the next morning being like,
tell me that.
why am I completely naked?
No.
And he is squished against the wall. I normally sleep in the wall side.
Really?
I love it.
Really?
Yeah. And he is just squished against the wall, and I wake up like this.
God.
7A. Yeah. And so we did not drink the second day of Warped Tour, which actually was a lot of fun. Yeah. I said to him when we were like in the festival on the second day, like we had grabbed like French fries as soon as we walked in because that was the only thing I could consume. And I was like, festivals are really fun when you realize you don't have to drink all day at them. And we just got a lot of really good food. It was such a good time. We saw everyone that we wanted to see. It was a perfect night. And then he left in the morning.
I know I told you guys to tell me that Bowling for Soup was so lame and nobody showed up.
It was lame.
What was it?
There was like a lot of people there, but like we had to go to D.A.R.E from Bowling for Soup, and because D.A.R.E was going to be starting like 30 minutes into Bowling for Soup, and he was on the opposite end of the festival, so we only really stayed for like 10 minutes of Bowling for Soup. They didn't play a single song we knew in those 10 minutes, and we're like,
damn.
I don't know. It was like fine.
I
So
was wondering if they would have played like Phineas and Ferb songs at all.
So the beginning, their intro was not them on stage. It was like a pre-made animation of like Phineas and Ferb stuff, and Jason was like, why do they have the Phineas and Ferb? I was like, are you
Jason!
I believe they wrote this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So that
they
was
wrote
really cool for him to
all
learn.
of them.
Yeah.
All of the ones that...
Yeah. Because earlier in the day, we also saw a Perry the Platypus full bodysuit crowd surfing. So that was super fun. Probably would have died of heat stroke if that was me. Good thing it wasn't.
That was the most like millennial cringe thing I think I've ever said. There was a Perry the Platypus full suited up crowd surfing. Oh my God, sick. Somebody born past 2001 would never. And it shows.
Yeah. So safe to say I have not drank since Saturday. It is only Wednesday, and I'm so excited for this Friday for drinking opportunities that we will be having.
Should we have a drink at Color Me Mine tonight?
I shouldn't, yeah. Yeah.
Well, this Friday, as in when this episode is coming out.
Oh, truly. Yeah. So today, for those who are listening, we will be going to an afters. I will be pacing myself, 1, because I've learned, and 2, I have about $15 to spend.
Yeah.
So
I think what I want to do is take an energy drink, smoke a lot of weed, and then maybe have some mushroom.
yeah, I'm just gonna bring the alcohols that I have in the fridge from the second day we were supposed to drink. I still have a bunch to pregame with, so I will be consuming that.
I have a glass and a half of a wine left.
It's been a very fun week for us. Lot of events.
I have so much fun with you.
I have the best time.
You're my best friend.
Yay! Here's the thing. This is what happens when you separate us. So really all that needs to happen in order for like none of this to be bad is us being together.
Forever. That was so creepy.
Forever. We have definitely run out of time about 40 minutes ago. So we love you guys so much.
Thanks for hanging on.
So much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Join us next week when we find out who the murderer was.
And that's why they call us potty mouths, because we'd be barfing and shit into the toy.
Oh, and I forgot to mention I did throw up the next morning, which has never happened to me before. And it was because I drank a purple Gatorade halfway through in a matter of 5 seconds. and went to the bathroom, stuck my fingers down my throat as per usual, and
as you've
it came up
choreographed.
black. So, and I wanted to leave you guys with that image.
Yummy.
Aww.
And that's
And
the negative effects of alcohol consumption.